Can everyone hear me? Well, I can hear myself, so I'll assume that's a yes. Greetings everyone, my name is Addervale, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. In this 66th live stream, I will be covering a combination of primarily viewer-submitted levels and if I have time remaining, levels that I find online, preferably the former. If you want one of your levels to be covered, please leave the level ID in the chat, preferably on YouTube, but I'll accept levels on other services as well. Here's the level history and level queue. Please don't resubmit levels that I already covered. You can check via the level history, and you can check where your levels are in the queue under the level queue link. Please submit no more than 2 levels at a time, and you may submit levels made by other authors. So I'll begin with this stage, Dentist Man by Hands of 2, with 58 plays and a score of 16. So welcome to stream Jenox, Snivy, J9, Lipatio, Mr. Lee, YouTube, and anyone else I missed, as well as all the lurkers. This stage was actually submitted during the previous stream, but I wasn't able to get to it, so that's why I'm starting off with this one. Hi Leonardo. I got everything up to Snivy's level, by the way. If you want to make sure for levels in the queue, you can check the link there, as well as the link in the description below. Oh, okay, I guess I'll loop around then. Yeah, I loop around. That was my fault for not paying attention. Still using in Thermal Man though. Oh, that stage was a pain. Not as much of a pain as Flare Man though. That was a... let's just say it caused so many failures during my Let's Play of that game. Speaking of Teat, I found Trail Man to be easier than Flare Man, to be honest. Not so much because of the stage, but because of the boss battle at the end. Oh, the boss battle against Flare Man was another pain. At least Trail Man, the boss, wasn't that bad. Oh yeah, you're referring to Justice Man Stage? Yeah, Justice Man 2 was another difficult level. Specifically referring to Polar Man's level. Huh? Oh, okay. Sure, just run right into that. Referring to the new version, Polar Man Stage is still one of the toughest stages in the fortress. Or castle. The old one, if you're referring to Justice Castle tree, yeah, copy and paste it. The new one is reduxed. Oh, Polar Man was a large pain to get through. Which difficulty setting did you play on, Snivy? Did you play on normal or hard mode? Oh, I played the stage on hard mode. That made the stage so much more difficult, especially the snowflake section. You never submitted your second level's ID, Gravity Beetle. Could you submit it in chat? Man Stage, at least the level portion wasn't that bad, but the boss battle, oh. Fishman Hard was the most difficult boss in the fortress. Hey, at least Rock Force gives you the option to have infinite lives. Essentially, he's faster and releases more fish. Despite its increased difficulty, this was fine. Roku-chan, yes. Super Fighting Robot, it depends on who you ask. Second up is Merry Christmas Mega Man 2019 by J9, with 8 plays and a score of -3. Kind of late, but better late than never. Funny you asked, Boomin. I'm covering it tomorrow. Basically, I heard of Mechanic Man the same time I heard about Rockbots, so might as well get it over with now before I go back to ROM hacks. Welcome, Jaden. I see, it's fine then. Frankly, in some ways, I feel Super Fighting Robot's kind of underrated. Where do I go? Oh, the controls are reversed in that way, Dagumin. I guess I have to go up there then. Oh, okay. I wish that was made a bit more obvious. Well, if it still X jumps and C shoots is fine. As long as the shoot command or shoot button is to the right of the jump button, I'm fine. I can see why this stage got a negative score already. Enemy spam. I'm not falling for that. Oh. Welp. I fell for that one. Congrats, little fireman. Oh no. Actually, this isn't too bad. I mean, they're timed well, so... This one, you have to rush forward. And I can't freeze it in place either. Okay, checkpoint. That list is roughly the same as mine, although Eternal is far down the list. And Quinn's Revenge is higher up too. Sadly, Roku-chan is also a victim of what platform was made on. And I've kind of seen that, to some extent, Rock Force is somewhat suffering from hype backlash. And Super Fighting Robot doesn't really get enough credit, I'd say. Yeah, the weapons. See, compared with Unlimited, Rock Force, and a Super Fighting Robot, the weapons in Roku-chan are just plain old vanilla. You mark Mechanic Man as being number 5? Interesting. I just wish that Rock Force had less explosive weapons, at least 1 or 2 less. I'm surprised you put Unlimited that high up, Daibuman. I thought you wouldn't even be breaking up to your top 5. See, once I get back to Unlimited, I'll give my thoughts on it. As much as there are elements of it I don't like, there's also quite a few, the presentation overall package that I do like. That's why it's still in my top 6. The other complexity of Unlimited is how it inspires so many people to make fan games in the first place, and that I credit it for. Well, Merry Christmas to you too. Gonna have to move the stages around a bit. Third up is Galaxy Man's Tricky Tele-Puzzles by Silent Haxorus with 45 plays and a score of 12. Wait, Counted Rabbits is not a perfect game, very far from it. Most creative, if I were to rank them, we'll get several ties, though. Oh! We basically launch up, I think. I thought that was another fun stage. In terms of Water Mavericks, I guess it's preference. Also, the other stage that got on my nerves was Duff McWhalen, or Tidal Whale. But I guess his preferences in that regard. Okay, where do I have to go? Oh, I see. Maybe? Oh, whoops. I forgot that this is crushable. Water is the best gimmick? See, for Mega Man, because of how much variety there is, I can never just give one just best gimmick. Oh, right, I did it the wrong way. First I get up there, push the block there, then get in. And now I can crush the block below. Oh, don't get me started on that game, Jaden. Fourth World pretty much went much further in the gimmick itself and went into, I guess, its own planet. How do I get out of here? I'm missing something really badly. Well, in general in video games, water levels tend to be the more scrappy ones. Not so much fire levels. Oh. I have no idea where I am now. Okay, it took me back over here, now I see what I have to do. I missed the count bomb sign. Now I can get out of here. One moment, please. Well, I've seen a lot of scorn about the Sonic water levels, the Mario water levels to some extent. In general, Jaden, it's the water unless the game is built for water in general, they tend to be the more scrappy ones. Remote there, I was going the wrong way. This is a neat idea for a puzzle stage, but boy, is it messing with my perspective a bit. Now just wait over here and I can enter it. Or just go in here. End up dying because I thought I pressed it but it didn't work. Gee, thanks. Gonna play it safe and wait. There we go, level complete. It was tough, but that was also because I wasn't exactly understanding the puzzles and missed some of the exits, which were fairly obvious in hindsight. Nonetheless, I'd say it's fairly designed. Fair enough. Yeah, I love gravity gimmicks. Both flipping gravity and increasing gravity strength. Board up is Timberman by Chespinfan with 16 plays and a score of 2. Oh, I see. See, compared with water, I much prefer gravity gimmicks. But then again, even though I prefer it, that doesn't necessarily mean how executed it is, how much I'll like it when it's executed. There are a lot of different ways you can execute gravity gimmicks. Also, let me postulate something. The reason why water levels in Mega Man, the Mega Man Classic and X series aren't hated as much is because, unlike most other video game franchises of the time, when you're underwater, it does not slow down your movement. In fact, it increases your movement potential because you can jump higher. Whereas in most other video games, Mario, Sonic, etc., being underwater slows you down. Not so much Mario, but other games. That's why players don't necessarily like water levels. I don't want to comment on that, Jedok. If you watch their videos, you know what I'm referring to. Well, that too, Snivy. The main issue isn't actually with the breath meter, it's more how it slows you down. Really? Oh, good thing there was a checkpoint here. Well, it's not so much you can breathe underwater, Snivy, it's more like Mega Man does not need to breathe at all. Even though he releases bubbles when underwater. Oh, it's because there were two of them. Figures. See ya, Sylveon. Thanks for watching the stream. Tomorrow I'll be covering Mechanic Man and maybe another game. Ah, yes. Yeah, that excuse doesn't really make any sense in my book. Or justification. Whatever one you use. The reason why gravity probably won't be added to this game, different gravities, is because of how they coded it. I know if you code, for example, different gravity levels or reverse gravity, you may need to change the enemy AIs, especially if you have upside down stuff. Can't you have just transparent water then, Daibuman? I know some space stages did that, but I see what the problem is though. You can only have a blank background then. Oh, before that makes sense. Yeah, I see your other messages. There goes me reading half the messages. But yeah, you're right. Just using water? Nah, that doesn't make sense. He won't be added then, J9. Or he'll be added in Mega Man Maker 2. I'm just waiting for Rock Forest to be run during a speedrunning tournament. To join the ranks of Unlimited, No Constancy, Voyage, there was one other game that was run there. I guess this is okay. Fifth up is Control Station 2 Twin Port Station by Jinox74 with 4 plays and a score of 0. Compared with other ROM hacks in this category, I say it was... No Constancy was one of the better designed ones, relatively. Although, considering its competition, that isn't really saying much. I'm surprised it was one of the only few ROM hacks that actually fixed the encounter against the not Pico Pico, the Boobane Trap. Welcome to Stream Slicer, glad you can make it. Whoa, well, this is different. This would work better if I was playing as a separate character. Actually, this isn't too bad because I can mid-air jump. Gray Zone made the Rockman 2 worse. And again, as a reminder, the hack that shall not be named will be covered a week after next week. She'll most likely just be a cosmetic character by this point. Welcome to the Corridor of Death. Hardhead 4 is coming sometime in February. Oh, don't remind me of Hardhead 2. FYI, did any of you watch the LP version of Hardhead 2? That was kind of a pain to edit because if you watch the livestream version, you'll know that the music failed to play most of the time. What I had to do in post was essentially re-record the MIDI tracks, convert them to MP3s, and then put them into the final recording. The problem was that the volume levels of each of the songs were not balanced at all, so I had to manually balance them. Thank you. I had to manually rebalance it and re-record it. That took more hours than I would like to admit. No, J9. It was a different person. They may have contributed a mod or something. Oh, I gotcha. Found your weakness. I mean, I'm pretty much forced to use a weakness because I'm playing as base. Or I could just use this, but... It's over. Ah, yeah, the Mario animated movie. I have no idea what they're gonna do with that. With Zelda, I have an inkling of an idea, but for Mario, considering the past outings of movies, I don't really have that much hope for it. Wait, I got the order wrong. Hold on. Next up is Snivys Adventure KFC Man Stage by Snivy Master Lead, with 1 play and a score of 1. Considering who else could have made the movie, that isn't too bad, Jaden. And yes, this level is part of a level pack that Snivy's making called Snivys Adventure, which I will cover in the future. Okay, I'll ignore it. Oh, and thank goodness, unlike KFC Man's Adventure, we actually start with the Thunderclaw instead of the pretty weak Rolling Cutter. I like this weapon so much more. There's still a Mega Man animated film out, or in development. Well, it's a film, I don't know if it's animated though. If you're going to make a Mega Man movie, I'm just curious how they'll set it up. I'm assuming it's the classic series. Will it be at the start of Wily's first incursion or invasion? Will it be midway into the series, or in the late part of the series? I'm talking about the setting, not so much what Roadmasters will be used. And on that note, will they use custom Roadmasters, or already existing ones? It's not so much they're lame, it's just that they're overused. We talked about that YouTube about a few months ago, but long story short, I'm shocked at the amount of improvement they had over the few months. It now actually looks somewhat watchable. You know, in a way, I kind of would like to see something different done for the Mega Man movie. That is, not even focused on Mega Man himself, but focus more on the relationship between Wily and Light. That's something that hasn't been explored enough in the classic series. Oh boy. Yeah, I would like to see some original Roadmasters. Yeah, it has been explored in the Archie comics, but not really in other media outside of maybe the manga. Compared with Wily, at least Eggman/Dr. Robotnik's origins have been explored in a lot of different circumstances, both in the animated series and comics. Oh my goodness, this challenge. Please ease it up in a later version. Now, as much as it is kind of, well, I know the reason why it was done, but I kind of like what the Archie comics did with separating the characters of Robotnik and Eggman. Spoiler alert, well, it's not really a spoiler, it's been known for about several decades now. Dr. Robotnik was killed off at the end of Sonic the Comic number 50 by Archie. But then after a few editions later, Eggman comes from another dimension. I don't like this challenge whatsoever. This requires so much precision, and you just have to repeat the same thing over and over and over. Please remove this or make it easier. Frankly, I feel the reasons between Wily and Eggman's rebellions are different. For Wily, it's to prove to the world that he's superior to Dr. Light. For Eggman, it's more the classic take over the world thing. They got this idea, but trying to get this accurately, not fun. And even if you can get down there fast enough, well, the problem there is, how do you get the ball in place? Am I going backwards? Oh, no, I'm not, thank goodness. Alright. Simpler in hindsight, but boy, that's not exactly fun to pull off. Perhaps make it an optional challenge, then it'd be okay. Welcome to stream, Luigi. Glad you can make it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're edging ever closer to the 1K sub milestone. I see those springs down there, so I can't just easily take care of them that way. This works though. Will Cupman ever get to the right side? Okay, now he did. Come on, please. Yeah, you're right, Jaden. In fact, in terms of accomplishments, Eggman has been much more successful. See, if you can remove that one screen, I'd like the stage more. Right now it's just okay. Seventh up is Space Travel Part 6 Urano Reupload by Lipatio with 70 plays and a score of 7. In most of his incarnations, yeah, you're right, Daibuman, compared to Eggman. Like I said, it's more of a competition with Light to see who is the more superior one. It's just that some of his plans aren't the best. It's just that he sometimes gets blinded by the competition and makes some rather questionable decisions. See what happened in Super Adventure Rockman, for example. So let's see what... Okay, Uranus is ice-teamed. Whoa. Didn't expect there to be a drop. Reminder, this is a re-upload of a very old level from 1.5 years ago, so the level design won't be as good as compared to Lipatio's later levels. Let's hope for that, Luigi. You can also take a third option and just use Restream.io and stream to Twitch, YouTube, and Mixer all at once. Wish there was better warning on the force beams, but the game already kind of warned me about that. It's just me not paying attention. Oh well, at least I have the Gemini laser. Ow. Really? Yet again, this is where I think would be a better advance warning. Software development in general, Luigi. You fix 5 bugs, you end up with 12 more ones. I don't like this section. Just run. Frankly, the fears of Copa are more on YouTube side. What I did was I just marked my entire channel as being not friendly to kids. Easy solution. And besides, there are already some M-rated games I covered on this channel like Warframe, so it wouldn't be a smart idea anyways. Yeah, I like that statement, Jaden, but yeah, I agree with you. Frankly, that wouldn't feel... Frankly, if Base said that, or Mega Man was being corrupted somehow, or had a bug, it'd make more sense. But without a bug, yeah, really out of place. I mean, that's also the reason why every time I run a stream of a game I got a key for, I always say for full disclosure, so don't get trouble with the FCC. Ah, there we go. Now I can get out of this stage. Ah yes, Jaden. Dracula has even a worse record. I know, Daigumin. I like their response better. I know they wanted to be cool, but there are better ways to make cool statements that reflect the characters. Again, it wouldn't be so too out of place if it was Base actually saying that. See, they could have also kept the statement to be a bit darker or edgier as well, and still made it reflect match on the character. Like, Mega Man could have said, I would like to punch you or something, or beat you up, but I will not do so. I will not stoop down to your level. He could have said something like that to reflect on his on his sense of justice. And frankly, see, I blame the authorities in the Mega Man Classic Universe more than Mega Man himself for why he keeping escaping. It's not Mega Man's fault that he escapes. That's the security official's fault. In any case, I only have time to cover one more short level, so I'll have to save Neptune and Very Bright Man for the next stream. So, 8 up is Salty Submarine Base by OliBear53 with 24 plays and a score of 9. In the Ruby Sphere show, the 3 laws of robotics are a lot looser, let's say. And Wily's plans are more dangerous to humans there. I think the other reason why Mega Man didn't shoot the ship is because it wouldn't do anything. But yeah, game. Now to Devilman. Although in the case of Ramoon, it was more that the icy chip was deliberately destroyed. Can I also say how uncharacteristically dark Super Adventure Rockman was, especially during the game over sequences? I mean, in the bad ending of Super Adventure Rockman, Roll basically dies, and the human race is pretty much doomed. Super Adventure Rockman was mostly just an interactive movie, outside the shooting sections. That's also the same game that turned Quick Man's Dead into something really dramatic. This stage was rather forgettable. Not the best way to end off the stream, but that's what happens. Alright, my final comment, Daibuman. I honestly consider Ramoon to be more dangerous than Sunstar, considering what Ramoon can pull off. I'll save that level Eduardo for the next stream. In any case, for tomorrow's stream, I will be covering Mechanic Man and if I have time, another fan game. Oh yeah, and before I end, my favorite level of the stream was definitely Galaxy Man's Tricky Tele-Puzzles by Silent Haxorus. Well then, thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Toodles!